Welcome back. Welcome back. The cousins are here talking a little Celtics basketball. Congrats to Jaylen Brown getting his contract. $304 million is crazy.
He's
Crazy.
making Fed money, 60 mil a year,
Yeah, okay. Maybe 60 cents a year
60 cents a year, baby.
off YouTube. Actually, we're at zero. So,
0 cents a year, baby.
yep. But if you guys haven't checked, we're 10 subs as the time of recording from 100 on YouTube. And when that happens, Finn's smashing a cake.
Bow! Someone's probably going to smash it for me, but it will be smashed into my face regardless.
Yeah, so check out all of our videos following. But if you guys can please subscribe, it's free. It takes 1 second. Please just subscribe. I'm trying to get to that.
Boy. You see the banner?
Gets us yipped up. But let's talk a little Celtics. This year's championship or bust has to be, right?
100%.
Like, yeah. I don't think they break it up or anything, but like this year's got to be championship or bust.
Were you paying attention to this Grant Williams media circuit?
I saw a couple clips. Yeah, go ahead.
His interviews were very telling about what happened last year.
Yeah, the team. It's just like everyone said, like it just felt weird. Like the whole thing was just weird with them.
Well, here's what it was with Ime. They were all under the impression, let's hold the team under 80 and we'll win. If we can hold them under 80, we'll win. And Grant, I think it was either the Theo Pinson pod or JJ, I forget which one it was. But he basically said the mentality switched to if we hit 20, 33s a game, we will win. No matter what happens, if we hit 33s a game, or 23s a game, we'll win. So, like, that's a huge change to implore on a squad that's starting to build and has the best defensive rating in the NBA. I'm sure Joe came in and was like, yeah, they're already phenomenal defensively. Like, let's see what we can do on the offensive end. That really messed up the flow. Grant seemed a little pissed with the coaching and with the style and with the management and stuff.
Well, yeah, it's tough because I feel like as a group, they had their best season under Ime. Like, yes, they had a good season last year, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, they did go to the finals under Ime in his first year. But I felt like that team was way more feared
100%
with Ime than it was with Joe Mazzulla. And I think we've said it on this show that the Celtics live or die by the three. Like, I can't.
But it was just so interesting to hear him talk about it. Like, in locker rooms on the whiteboard, it was written 23s, hit 23s. Dude, that's the opposite. Like, that's crazy that they were doing that.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the three-point shot is essential as it's ever been. The Cavs added 4 different shooters. Like, we need to shoot. Like, teams need to be able to shoot. But I think it comes to a point where are you strictly shooting threes? Or are you going to defend? Are you going to run other actions? Are you going to do all the other stuff the intangible stuff that helps you win? And I think they kind of just bought into that even more now, getting Porzingis.
And now they have no Smart.
Yeah, no Smart, so you lose a defender. I guess Porzingis is a good defender.
I don't know if you'd classify signing Porzingis as gaining a defender, though. Hold your horses. Are you seriously enjoying this fire content without liking, commenting, and subscribing? We're glad you're here at This or That NBA podcast. We want you to stick around. It's easiest to do that by liking, commenting, and subscribing. It's free. It takes 1 second, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
No, I mean, you get shot blocking because, like, Al Horford and Robert Williams, yes, they block shots, but they're not, 7-foot shot blockers. Like, Porzingis is a shot blocker for what he is. But
yeah,
I just feel like the Celtics are in a weird place because I think they're going to have a good season no matter what. Like, they're too talented not to. But I think there's a level of greatness that the Celtics are trying to get to, and I don't know if the way they're going about it is going to get them there.
Well, you're not going to get there with problems in the locker room, dude. I'm telling you, in that interview, he was also talking about, like, it was more 2 years ago, the year they went to the finals, the vibe was let the players play as long as they hold them under 80. Or whatever it was, like let the players play. I think that Joe Mazzulla had his hands in it a little bit more than Ime, and it was a little bit abrasive for the players to go from like a kind of not coach yourself, but like build the bond, stick to the program type of thing, and then just have it all thrown back in your face and something totally new. Like I could see that being a tough adjustment.
Yeah, and it's also tough because obviously everything that happened with Ime is the reason he's not the coach still.
This functional organization, which we'll get into in a minute, up and down, I could list like 5 to 10 things, is one of the most dysfunctional organizations in the league.
But in the comments, Celtics fans, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when under Ime, it was a lot of, okay, there's a strict structure. You follow the structure, you can do kind of what you want, but as long as you follow the structure and you execute what we want you to do, you can do whatever the hell you want. I think under Missoula, it's more of, okay, this is the game plan. You got to do
This
the
is what
game
I
plan.
need from you tonight. This is
Yeah.
what I need from you tonight. This is what I need from you tonight. This is what I need from you tonight.
Yeah, we're not sure if this is true. We don't watch every Celtics
No,
game.
this is what he said in the interview.
Okay. But I'm just saying, let us know in the comments.
Oh yeah, if it checks out, I'm sure it checks out though. But that he's asking individually to create a sum as opposed to asking the sum to create a whole. That's kind of the vibe I got. So
what a quote, Finn quote of the day.
Yep, that was beautiful, wasn't it?
But yeah, like it's tough whenever you see a guy leave a team and he instantly kind of is semi shitting on a team. Like it's tough if you're a fan of that team because then you know something's wrong, and especially when you're as good as the Celtics are and should be, it's definitely it's mind-boggling a little bit.
They got to lock in next year defensively. They got to figure out how they're going to integrate KP. I don't even know where I would start.
We got the third member of the squad here. We were just saying we're talking about the differences between Joe Mazzulla and Ime Udoka.
And what the C's got to do next year to figure it out.
Yes,
you got any thoughts on that?
I think that me and Matt, and maybe Finn, you were there, but we talked about how Joe Mazzulla's age had a lot to do with his leadership in the locker room and when it came to being on the sideline, and how that can affect your team's morale, especially going against Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler cooked Joe Mazzulla when they were in college. So playing on that high level is something that they needed a little bit more seasoned coaching, experience. And Joe last year. So I think that maybe because of that experience that they had this year, their first time, like failing, being in the conference, I think that maybe they'll have what it takes, to take up the challenge next year, especially with the addition of Porzingis.
Yeah, like I feel like Porzingis, like if you're a coach, like you got a guy that's gonna fit the system you want to run. So like I can't criticize.
Is he coachable though?
Huh?
Is he like supremely coachable in your opinion? I don't know if he is.
Porzingis?
Yeah.
I mean, everything he said, he's excited. He wants.
What are you gonna say?
I guess, but I'm saying like he seemed. I mean, obviously, I don't keep up with Porzingis.
You're not a Porzingis lore.
No, but I feel like those were genuine comments to like he actually wants to win. He's excited to be a part of a winning team.
Yeah, he's going to a dude who could be the MVP. Like he's geeked on it.
Yeah, so I feel like if you're the coach, like you want to get guys that fit into your system but are also talented. And I think Porzingis fits into the Missoula system. I don't think that trade happens if Ime's still the coach.
I don't even know if they're shopping. That's a lot of.
I know it's a lot of what ifs.
But
it's
yeah,
a lot of what ifs, but
I know what you mean. There's what's a Joe Mazzulla system? Just launch shots. Like I don't know how he already has.
Yeah, he wants a lot of drive and kick, a lot of threes.
Then KP will be great for that.
A lot
Put him in the corner. Stick him in the corner and waste him. Dysfunctional organization, they'll probably waste that talent as well.
But I think he just holds a certain. It's kind of like JJ Redick or one of those guys that's like a motion shooter that just holds gravity. I feel like Porzingis kind of holds the gravity where you kind of have to go out on him, and I think. As a result, it would open up more driving lanes because you have to space the floor, opposed to having Robert Williams in there who can't shoot the ball past 5 feet.
Yeah, I don't hate the signing. I think the signing's good.
Yeah, I just think they might get caught. I think if they rely too heavily on trying to make 25 threes a night, I think that's where they kind of get into trouble and can't really get to the championship team that they are, but they should be like winning the championship 2 out of every 5 years. Like that's how good they are.
People are kind of sleeping on I know Derek White was great and whatever, but Grant Williams and Marcus Smart, and I hate Marcus Smart, but Grant Williams and Marcus Smart are taking McHale and Cam Johnson off the Suns.
Vital.
Yeah, they're like huge pieces. Like
I
those
think they're going to be really hurt way more than they think. Again,
Yeah.
Derek White, dope. What's the other dude's name? Brogdon, dope. I don't know.
like they're good, but
Those are two starters.
well, yeah, Grant didn't start, but
Yeah,
like
he definitely started a bunch of games.
but yeah, he's like their replacement 3 or 4, but he's like those are two guys that one are energy to the max, and specifically Marcus Smart is like defensive energy, and Grant Williams, he's one of those guys, kind of like a George Niang for the Sixers, where you just plug him in and he hits 2 threes and the crowd goes nuts. Like it's one of those guys. Every team needs that kind of guy, and while Brogdon can do that, and while Derek White can do that, it's a different level of intensity, especially when you've been with like both of those guys have been with the team for 3+ years. Marcus Smart for even more. Like those are important things that it's tough to lose in order to get better. But I mean, obviously teams have to make moves if it's getting stagnant. But the Celtics just didn't seem like they needed to make a move to me. Like I would have been happy to run it back.
We won't even talk chemically, like with the Celtics, just in general. Would you rather have KP or Marcus Smart and Grant Williams on your team?
Yeah,
Marcus Smart and Grant Williams.
So I just feel like getting super geeked about KP. Like, yeah, he's a phenomenal talent, and I think he's going to fit well. He's just a lot getting lost in translation over here. This team is fucked.
No, dude. I mean, they're too like Tatum and Brown are just too good, and Derek White he's good, but they're too good of players to not like continue to be as good as they have been.
What's the
Brown,
roster?
Emmanuel
What's the
Hansel's
roster?
Hmm?
What'd you say, Finn?
Jaylen Brown, Emmanuel Hansel's son.
No left. But yeah, like I just feel like if I'm a Celtics fan, I wouldn't be like I'd be excited for next season, no doubt. Like you guys they're gonna be great, but I don't know if I have as high expectations. Not expectations.
Watch them be a 4 seed.
Nah, they'll still be a top 2 seed. Like they're gonna be such a good regular season team.
That's not even a hot take. I don't know.
But I don't know. I just feel like if I'm the Celtics, I think you're obviously gonna have a good season, but I just think the level you want to get to, where you're consistently in the finals. I mean, I know they've been in the Eastern Conference Finals for years on end now, but if you want to consistently be in the finals and actually win one, I feel like guys like Marcus Smart and Grant Williams are the kind of the guys that you need, opposed to getting, say, a third star if you want.
Agreed.
But because especially with the new salary cap and with the way the league's going, there's more parity than ever. Why do you need 3 stars when you can have 3 solid bench rotations or 2?
And let's say, God forbid, KP gets hurt in early December.
Yeah, then you're
that's the kind of shit that's the risk you run when you throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. Like, I don't know about their moves. I get some people had to go. That's different than we want you out, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I didn't mind the Porzingis trade when it was for Brogdon, but I didn't like it with Smart because you got 2 first-round picks back with Porzingis, so fine, but you don't need first-round picks right now. Your window is now. You don't need picks in, say, 4 years.
I thought they were going to try and fast flip them.
Yeah, the trade for Porzingis with Malcolm Brogdon was a finesse.
But they didn't flip those picks, so.
I know. But I don't know. That's all I got. But any other comments, boys?
Fuck to see. Dysfunctional organization. Probably the most dysfunctional organization in the East, at least the Atlantic.
But we will catch you guys next time. I'm trying to get to 100 subs. Please subscribe. Like this video if you stayed this long. We appreciate it.
Check out this banner, fool.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.